Today I want to give you my beginner's guide to core training if you have low back pain, post-surgery, herniated disc, bulging disc, just snap that back. I promise you, I'm gonna give you the best starting point for you if you're a beginner, even advanced. All things core training and back pain, this is for you. Now, there's 3 very specific types of core exercise that I want you to do. In today's video, I only have time to cover one of them. If you want the other 2, along with lots more exercises and how to apply core training to your back pain situation, be sure to grab the free guide, fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint. I break down all of the things you need to know when it comes to core training and not snapping your back up, not causing more pain due to the exercises that you're picking. fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint. It's yours. Step 1 when it comes to core training for beginners is stop looking to build strength in your core. The focus should not be core strength. Core strength is a byproduct of doing the right things at the right time. Core training, byproduct, strength. What I want you to be focusing on are 2 very specific things. One is core endurance. The second is core coordination. Core endurance, you do not build core endurance by going to the gym, declining your bench, stacking 45 pounds up and trying to do sit-ups. That is not core endurance. What I mean by core endurance is getting yourself in a good, solid position and then building endurance in your trunk, in the ability to maintain that good, healthy position through exercise. That's endurance. So when you are at the gym, when you're at work, when you're out back, when you're doing your chores around your house, you have endurance in your trunk. The second most important thing is making sure that you're focusing on neutral spine work. There's a lot of different examples of what neutral spine core exercises look like. I'm actually gonna give you 3 of my favorite at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that final point because I'm gonna demo some really cool ones that you can try. Ideally, what you're looking for is getting the body in a neutral position to you. You have to find what neutral is. There's no like scientific angle of neutral because everyone, when it comes to pain and sensitivity and what feels good to you versus what feels good to me is very different. You can keep your angles. I don't care about your angles. What I do care about is you finding a position with your body that allows you to have more variety in movement, allows you to build strength without causing sensitivity. So the neutral work is a great place to start when it comes to building coordination and building endurance in this neutral position. Again, if you want the other 2 variations of core exercises that you should be focusing on other than neutral, make sure you grab that free guide, fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint. Now, the third point is a little secret. And honestly, it's really not a secret. I say it all the time. Stop saving your core training for last. Yes, I want you to do it first. Think of your core training like dessert, you know? Typically, you eat your steak, you eat your potatoes, then you have your dessert. That's kind of the way our brains are designed. Core training is a lot like dessert. We tend to, for some reason, save it for the end. Sometimes we sprinkle it in the middle, which is good, but we save it for the end. Stop doing that. If you are a beginner to core training and you have a sensitive low back, you are post-surgery, take that core exercise, take that yummy cheesecake pie dessert, and I want you to slide it to the front, and I want you to house that dessert before you do anything else. I don't care if it ruins the rest of your workout because you feel weaker. No, that's not true. Train your core first. Essentially what core training does, especially when you add it to the beginning of your workout, is it's kind of pushing blood to this area. You're kind of pre-stiffening the area, I guess you can say, when it comes to if you were to flex your biceps over and over and over and do a bunch of bicep curls, when you put the weight down, what do you feel? You feel your muscles get kind of harder. They get kind of like stiff or stiffer. They kind of, there's blood flow to the area that doesn't feel as squishy as it does when you're on your off day. It's the same idea. When you're adding core training first in your program, you're getting that blood pumped to the area, creating stiffness, protecting the low back, so that then you can start doing the other exercises and have a little bit safer, more stable trunk in the process. Now I've got 3 really cool beginner to advanced level exercises that you can do. You can make them easier, you can make them harder no matter where you are, but if you're a beginner, these are a great place to start. The first one is a Pallof press to warrior press. Very simple. I'm gonna run through these really quick. So what you're gonna do, take your band, you're gonna attach it to some kind of fixed object, and the Pallof press, which is this right here, we're going to combine this with a warrior press. What I call warrior press is this. So what we're doing here is we're going to press out, Pallof press to warrior press. Really tough, really hard. You can play around with your foot position. Some people like it like this, so they have this foot helping them support. I think it makes, when I do it this way, I tend to focus a lot more on this leg. So this forces me to focus on that neutral position and making sure everything is in a good, healthy spot while doing the exercises. Second exercise is the stir the pot. Really fun exercise, very simple. All you need is a stability ball and yourself. What you're gonna do, get the ball in position. I like to start with one leg coming up, supporting my arms on top of the ball, get nice and braced in a neutral position, then go with the second leg, and you can go up and down, left to right, or just do circles. Whichever you do, make sure you do both directions evenly. So if you do 10 to the left, do 10 to the right. And that is the stir the pot. Last but certainly not least is the side plank with leg raise. What we're gonna focus on, you can do these in 2 different levels, on your knee and then doing it on your foot, but we're also gonna add a leg raise. So you're really gonna tie in the glutes and the hips. That's like the magic part of this specific exercise, is how well it engages the hips as well, which is super important and actually a part of your core. So for beginner, baby beginner level, you can do them on your knee. So if you're here, get your feet in a line with your back, your knees are stacked, and I'm going to step into this sideline. So I'm here, I'm gonna hold this for the time that I wanna hold it for, building that endurance up. A leg raise variation on your knees is simple like this. Not much of a difference when you're doing bent knee or straight knee, but you can do whatever you wanna do. I'm essentially trying to maintain that neutral line from my head to my hips. The harder version of this, you're gonna have your feet stacked. So same idea, get into position, stack your feet like this, and essentially you're gonna go from here to bring that leg up, holding that neutral position. You can have your knee bent here, it's a little bit easier. You can also add some stability factors to it if doing it full blown like this is too hard for you. That is my beginner's guide to core training. If you have a disc herniation, disc bulge, fusion, sensitive back, chronic back pain, whatever it might be, and you're trying to apply core exercises to your situation and not cause more pain and more damage, that is what you must be doing. For the free guide that I mentioned earlier in the video that you want to dive into to grab all the bonus material, you can get that at fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.